Hello everyone, we are Robin and Graham. In this video, we take on days 2 and 3 of our incredible journey along the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu.
As we trek through breathtaking landscapes, ancient ruins, and lush forests, we test our limits as we climb not one, but 3 passes to reach our goal. Hope you enjoy!
Okay, good morning from my rainy day 2. Woke up to a pretty good storm rolling through the mountains here today, so I think it's gonna be a bit of a wet one. So currently we are here at Walayambamba. We're going up to the top of Dead Woman's Pass, down to Pacamayu, and then if there's time, potentially going up the second pass and down into Caquachua? Something like that. So it's either gonna be a really quick day just going up and over Dead Woman's Pass, or it's gonna be a longer day going over both passes.
This is definitely the most challenging day, so with the added weather and everything being a little bit slippery, I think we're all a little nervous of how it's going to be. Yeah. It's just an hour and a half of straight uphill. Yep. Maybe closer to 2 hours with the weather.
Rain has gone away. Now it's just hot and humid, and we're going straight uphill. Off to a good start though. Okay, we've made it to our first big rest here. There's a bathroom. We're kind of repacking our bags to get everything a little bit better situated. It was supposed to take us an hour and a half. Only took us an hour, so we are absolutely cruising today, which is really good. Yes. Because we want to try and get over that second pass. So
yeah, because if we don't have enough time, then we're gonna just camp at where we're having lunch, which is on the other side of the pass. But we're really hoping to make our third day easier to go up that second pass as well. So here's hoping we can keep up this same pace and crush it all out.
Yeah, so we got an hour and a half until the top. We have an hour and a half to the top. We got an hour and a half to the front here? Yeah. No, 3 hours.
3 hours to the top.
Okay.
This pass keeps getting longer.
3 hours to the top of the pass. So double what we just did.
So yesterday, our guide was talking about how the Sacred Valley is so unique because there's a whole bunch of different microclimates. So like the types of vegetation that you walk through change so drastically, and we're really feeling that today. We're really surrounded by big trees covered in moss. Like it just feels like we're in a completely different spot than yesterday.
Everything's got like some mist to it because we're a little bit in the clouds as well.
Yeah, it's just so pretty.
Completely different from yesterday when we literally were hiking in like dust and like dirt and stuff. This is like a little bit more muddy, a little more clay, and then obviously a ton of nice
quite humid, I will say too. Yeah. And we just talked to our guide, and he said we've been doing a lot of stairs, and we're going to continue to do a lot of stairs until our next little stopping break. It's kind of up, flat, just a little bit, up, flat, just a little bit. Yeah. But I think the energy is doing really good so far.
Yeah.
We just finished easily like an hour worth of stairs.
Just straight up stairs as high as your knees.
We're still going uphill, don't get me wrong. We haven't stopped the ascent, but man, it feels good to not be doing stairs.
It's just a gradual incline now, and man, does it feel good.
I think I need to hit the Stairmaster when I get home because this is a little sad.
I think we just need to hit the gym, period.
Oh, but I'm glad that's over. Now, just, I think maybe like 10 more minutes until our rest stop.
10 minutes of hard work.
Oh my gosh. We're so high. That was our hardest hour and a half of this whole trek so far. Yeah. I will have to ask our guide how much in elevation we went, but I feel like it's substantial. I know that this middle part was more of an elevation change than the second part, which whew, which gets us to the pass. There's some lady selling some candy and pop. And I think this is the last stop that we can actually buy anything before we're just in nature.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna reward ourselves with some snacks, maybe get a Coke. It'll be great.
And here's the rest of the crew. Woo! Good job.
Apparently we went up 800 meters and now we have just over 300 meters to the actual Dead Woman's Pass.
About 350 meters. So that's gonna feel like nothing compared to what we just did. So
yeah, I would say like comparing this day to last day, yesterday was like an easy hike.
Yeah.
Very chill, very relaxed. I would definitely say this is moderate to difficult.
Oh, if you're not saying this is difficult, I don't know what world you're living in.
Well, I know there's more difficult ones, so I'd say moderate to difficult.
Sure.
Moderately difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody is doing really, really well. Robin and I have a strategy to just pick small checkpoints, just a little ways in front of us, just to keep things moving and keep it attainable. So, and that's been very good for both of us. Yeah.
Little goals and small steps is how we are doing this hike right now.
Plus some candy. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes since we left our snack place. Still just going straight up. This is a little bit better because it's a little bit just path, but the next big piece is all stairs. It's definitely a mental battle at this point. We gotta be mentally strong. We got this. We just got our first glimpse of Dead Woman's Pass, which is the highest point of this trek and what we've been hiking to all day. It feels unbelievable to get a glimpse of it and not just like feel like you're hiking into the abyss. Feels good, we're almost there. Just gotta crush it out.
Right up there.
Woohoo! Walking in style now.
That was by far the hardest hike I have ever done.
Not even close.
It was literally 4.5 hours of straight uphill. Like just an absolute mental grind at the end. That's why there was like barely any clips. Well, and
Put
it's
your head
raining
down and
too.
go.
Yeah, the rain in combination with it being really, really hard. I definitely struggled. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I was not having a good time.
Yeah, but she was also went beast mode for most of that. Like,
it's like one of those things where in the moment you're like, why am I doing this? And then as soon as you get to the top, you're like, wow, I'm so proud of myself. That was so fun.
yeah. Okay, it's time for a quick snack.
Then we had an hour and a half downhill. Woohoo! Think up lunch. Well, Orange Crew.
It's wet. It's very wet. My shoes are soaked. My hands are frozen. Oh, I'm looking forward to lunch.
Okay, so we made it to the tent. We could see it from quite a ways up there, and that just gave us the push that we needed to come down. Graham and I were absolutely cruising. I think Mom, Dad, and Sydney aren't too far behind. I think they're just setting their stuff away, but that was easier than going up, substantially easier than going up, but still kind of hard because it's raining on us, so it's really slippery. But we made it, and I can smell the food, and it's going to be so well deserved. After a fabulous lunch, it's time to hit the road again.
We were told it's supposed to be about an hour and a half up and then about 40 to an hour down. So,
and then we'll have
see
a
what happens.
nice warm tea, and our tents will be set up when we get there.
Oh yeah.
That is Dead Woman's Pass. So we passed that an hour, probably two hours ago at this point, and it took us 4.5 hours to even get to that point. So we've definitely been hiking for quite some time, but it's just crazy to actually see it. The clouds were just surrounding us when we actually passed that overpass, so we couldn't see the valley at all. So it's a cool perspective. We have made it halfway up the top. This was a temple for Pachamama, I think is what it's called, which is Mother Earth, which was a sacred thing that the Inca people worshipped. So, yeah.
Very nice finish. Last little piece before the final peak.
Hey.
Finish it off strong.
As you can see behind me, the lookout point. This is what all of our lookouts have been looking like ever since we reached the cloud forest. So not really a lookout today. Made it to camp. And the sun is out and it feels so good.
Let's get some sun.
Oh my God.
Wow. That was one heck of a day.
But we made it to our campsite and I could not be happier that we pushed ourselves to go to this one because it is, in my opinion, way more beautiful. And
for sure it is.
Knowing that we don't have a huge incline and decline for the rest of the trip just is really comforting.
Now we're just coasting our way into Machu Picchu and that feels
really
fantastic.
Good.
We were looking at some stats today and we pushed about 20 kilometers and about 390 floors climbed.
Yeah,
so,
but they're kind of inaccurate. the
like,
iPhone thing.
Either way, that's a lot of steps.
We climbed a lot today.
And a lot of climbing in one day. But
yeah,
again,
this was definitely the hardest day of the Inca Trail trek. It's definitely what they warn you about. Especially because you're going and doing the pass at such a high altitude, but luckily no one in the family got sick with altitude. Obviously everyone's tired because, you know, we're doing a hard thing and there's a little bit less oxygen in the air. But I am very proud of how we did. And this dinner is going to be very well deserved.
And the fact that like the sun has come out as we arrived. And it's
so
just like
nice.
we've been getting rained on pretty much all day. It's just like the sun just makes you feel warm. I mean, a t-shirt and shorts. We're gonna sit down and enjoy a wonderful supper here soon. So,
but our trek doesn't stop here. We have another full day of trekking tomorrow before we even get to start going to Machu Picchu. So we will see you bright and early in the morning when they bring us our coffee. Hola.
Hola. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. Gracias.
Okay, good morning from a cool day 3. As we sip our coffees, Robin's going to explain what today is going to bring.
So yesterday was our huge day. We started at Weyabamba, I think is how we say it, right here. Went over Dead Woman's Pass. That was so hard. Did the second pass as well. And we are in Chaquicocha, maybe? So the third day, we've already had a sleep in. It's only 6 a.m. And we are going to hike to our first Inca ruin. He said it's going to be a lot of this. So uphill, downhill, and then pretty much straight downhill. Then we're going to take a little tunnel, is what Graham remembers, to Inti Pata, which is another archaeological ruin. Then we're going to come back and make our way down to Huanahuaña, and that's where we're going to tent. So all of this should be done in the morning. And then we get the afternoon to hang out and explore this other archaeological site. I think this day is going to look a lot like our first day was, where it's a little bit more of a relaxed pace. We're stopping a lot, looking at ruins. So I'm actually honestly so here for it because I woke up today and my legs and my back are just so sore. I actually don't think I could do another day like yesterday. So I am excited for this more chill day learning about the Incas.
Okay, we have officially made it to the third pass.
The final pass of the trek to Machu Picchu.
We are all downhill from here, and man, does that feel good.
Yeah, I think this is actually another campsite. I don't think they use it anymore, but there's a whole bunch of llamas hanging out, which is so funny. The clouds have obviously, as you can tell, settled in, so we can't actually see what the lookout point is.
Unfortunately.
And it's getting a little bit misty and cold, so I think we're gonna start heading back down now. Okay, so we have officially reached some Inca ruins.
The first stop is the sacrificial water fountain, which has actually been running for over 800 years, which is insane. It goes underground to the next water station and then the next water station. So everything over there was for daily use, cooking, drinking, all that kind of stuff. And then this was the sacrificial water that they used. Okay, we just finished at Inti Pata. This historical Inca ruin was largely known for its large agriculture production that it had.
It's just a whole bunch of terrace. There's no like houses and stuff. I think the houses that we do see were used more so for like storage of what they were harvesting, but really cool. It is absolutely massive. It's hard to get the perspective because of all of the clouds.
Yeah.
But it did show a picture on the sign before we got in here, and it's massive.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think now we've got about 30 to 40 minutes downhill to our final camp and lunch spot. So it's going to be a good little hike down, and we will see you there. Okay, we have officially made it to camp. It is time to have some delicious lunch.
Wow, that lunch was so good. They literally pulled out all the stuff for it. They had like little carvings of like fruit and stuff on each of our plates, which was so adorable.
Unbelievable.
It was a great last lunch of the trip.
Yeah. It was. But now it's time to go check out our last archaeological site before we head to the big one, Machu Picchu.
Tomorrow. The nice thing though is that this is where we are camping, and it's only a 5-minute walk away, so perfect. Are officially done 90% of the Inca Trail. The last 10% will take us all the way to Machu Picchu tomorrow.
It feels fantastic to be able to say that we're done 90% of it.
Yeah.
The last 2 days have been grueling, especially yesterday with both passes, with Dead Women's Pass and the second pass.
Yeah, it's actually been
390 flights of stairs. Like, that is insane.
According to our app, which is like on and off of how accurate it is, but we've done a lot of stairs.
Of uphill.
Like, I thought today was going to be just a breeze, but even like my muscles are so tight, going down all of those stairs was treacherous.
Yes, yeah, it was brutal, but it's awesome to be able to say we've done it, and it's even better to say that we're 90% done the Inca Trail, and we're only a few kilometers from Machu Picchu.
Which is crazy. We could see Machu Picchu Mountain from one of our viewpoints today.
Yep.
And I will say, it's like, there's definitely positives and negatives to coming in the rainy season.
As it starts to rain on us right now.
As it's starting to open up a little bit, so we're going to wrap this up super fast. I felt like we've been walking by ourselves with our tour guide the whole time. Like, we've barely seen anyone. The sites we get to, like, we're just by ourselves. So it's honestly, it's been wonderful. But I think this is where we're going to end this video here. And we're going to save Machu Picchu for the next one. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video. And we will see you when we're at Machu Picchu. Bye-bye.
Oh, you glad I put all my rain stuff on?
I know.
It stopped.
Well, but
Woo! The whole inside of my poncho is soaked. That doesn't matter if it rains. He's nervous, but on the surface he looked calm and ready to drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting. Best part of waking up.